what do we got, Shaykh? We have some questions and
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, can jealousy be hidden within ourselves without our awareness? What is the root of this trait and how can we purify ourselves from jealousy?
Of course Shaykh, all the characteristics are hidden within ourselves. Nobody knows any of their bad characteristics. Anyone you ask, what bad characteristic you have, they say nothing. Nobody sees the hump on their back or the bump on their nose. So this is the nature of humans. So better question that I'm filled with all of these bad characteristics, and alhamdulillah for guiding us to this way of love, and through our salawats, our practices, istighfars, that we to clean ourselves. So all characteristics are hidden within insan, and none of which they know until Allah really tests them. And when you get tested you'll know what jealousy is, you'll know what anger is, you'll know what all of these things. And every time you think you know it, there's a deeper shaitan. Some people will face it and run away, and others will stay and fight. So these are the realities of people. It's not easy to transition into something beatific when everything around us is making us to be a dude, a worm. Out of 99 things around you, which one trying to make you to be better? The 20 minutes in front of the YouTube for the teachings and the zikr, that's it for most people. And if you take that away, then 99.99% of people have nothing trying to make them better. Every social media makes them worse day by day, every music station makes them worse day by day, every association they go into make them more and more confused day by day. One imam says, you can do this, next imam says, you can't do that, because they have enmity and jealousy among. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Amongst each other, and they confuse everyone who talks to them. So this life becomes more and more difficult. Keeping your faith will be like a hot fire in your hand, and that faith is only based on the love of Sayyidin Muhammad. So we have to keep with these ashiqeen whom have a love of Prophet and talk often of Sayyidina Muhammad. Don't talk for Allah when you don't know yourself. Our job is to talk about Prophet, not about Allah. Let Prophet tell us about Allah, not people tell us about Allah. People should talk about Sayyidina Muhammad. What did Prophet ask? What did Prophet want for character? What did Prophet eat? People keep making comments that you're bad, you're this, you don't follow Sharia. Well, in which way? In which sunnah, in which hadith, which teaching? Don't talk as if you talk about and you represent Allah. Nobody represents Allah, only Sayyidina Muhammad represents Allah. We are trying to represent Prophet. So talk about your Imam and what rules he brought, what foods he ate, how he talked, how he acted, how he dressed, what was the character, what was the beatific nature. This is what the people are in need of, this is what we are all in need of, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, as we try to practice more meditation, we find ourselves in a real and intensifying battle with our heart devoted to the path, but ego keeps trying to control our mind. How can we stop these vices and free our mind?
Get the meditation book, Shaykh, and make the meditation, keep doing your zikr, your contemplation, do your salawats. That is the battle, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
As you mentioned, everywhere is Karbala. When will the Muhammadan nation find relief, similar to how the nation of Musa alayhi salam found their promised land after 40 years of struggle?
When Prophet opened Madinatul Munawwarah, so that was the gift to the nation, and this is a nation in which they have the realities of light. It's the only nation that is connected to the heavens. So every nation lost their connection and now they become mushrikeen, in which they are believing in men that are gods. One believed Uzair was God, the other one was Jesus was God. So that become mushrikeen, in which they're making now idols with the Divinely Presence. And what Allah brought of the reality of Prophet follow this religion of truth, and that he Sayyidina Muhammad will take all the religion to the religion of truth and to the Divinely Presence, in which no man is God. And men whom wish to represent God, they must first represent their Prophet. There is no man that can represent the Divinely Presence, only Sayyidina Muhammad can represent. And as a result, all ulama, all mashaykh, all the lovers have to represent Sayyidina Muhammad. And as a result, tell us what Prophet said, tell us what Prophet did, tell us the character of Sayyidina Muhammad. Don't talk on behalf of Allah, that's too high and too arrogant, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, how does being in tariqah affect your wings and your butterfly reality compared to other ways of Islam?
The tariqah is a gift from Allah to achieve that reality on this existence now. To meditate is the time in the grave, because the grave can be very difficult to transition into your reality. How much cracking and shaking and smashing has to occur in the grave for the one who did not take an account, for the one who did not try to make good character and have good character and not cheat and steal and all the things that Prophet brought for us, and entered into the grave with the worst of companions, which are bad deeds. You have to fight those in the grave. And who are you going to bring to help you to fight those? Their Jummah, their Imam at Jummah who got a paycheck and left, he doesn't care for who you are. So how is it that you're going to resolve your issue in the grave? Very difficult. Until Allah sends intercession by awliya, they don't even know. But when Allah guides, and that's go back to all of our different talks, guidance is a gift, and whom Allah grants this light of guidance is guided. Whom Allah did not grant waliyun murshidun, they have no guidance. So unless you're following a wali who's a murshid, a awliya who's licensed to guide, then there is no guidance. so they're not guided. So the tariq means the path takes us to very high levels of guidance. That's what we asked and told people about the levels from Sharia as the base of the building. The next level is tariqah. After tariqah become the way of marifah and then haqqaiqs, and from haqqaiq to azimah. And so many examples, but nobody ever came back to think of all the different examples. That's why we're going so many fast subjects, people don't really ever think from the talks. So did you know that in Sharia you are to cover? So then they come and they focus on the mandatory cover of women. And in the level of Sharia a woman has to cover in front of unknown people. What's the level of cover in tariqah? Stronger. Men in tariqah at home have to remain covered. Women at home should remain covered, because their covering is not for only strange men but from the strange jinn that are all around their existence and don't leave. All the negative energies that are continuously around them, because these are now individuals trained in the world of light. If you sit and you open the oceans of subtlety as a shaykh, you know that as soon as your head is not covered you're being attacked, your feet are on fire, your hands are on fire because they're attacking you, because you took your shield down. So as a believer and a mu'min, is there ever a time, a place you won't be attacked? No. So you can see Sharia people, they don't know anything, because then they argue with you, oh it's not fard to cover your hair to do this. Prophet covered his hair at this time and covered his head at this time. Yes, but in the rules of tariqah once you enter into the oceans of light and energy you understand what you can't see is seeing you all the time, and they're fighting you all the time and they have no stopping in their attack. So then now the tariqah level of being covered is completely different. Sharia level of washing, they all go washed only before the salah, we talked about that before. Tariqah level has to be continuously washed. Why? Because they're continuously attacked. Is there a time in which you're not going to be attacked? Anyone who trains with us and knows that you start entering into energy and these energies attack you, you don't wash yourself correctly, you don't have wudu, they come right after you. So these are realities people should sit and ponder and think, oh yeah, when does the tariqah have a rule, but then when does the Sharia have a rule? The tariqah's rule is more firm. Sharia they have subhanallah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. They have to do that at the prayers. This is the wazifa for all the prayers, especially sunnah wa jama'ah. But tariqah, no, they have to do their awrats because they need energy because they're being attacked all the time. So these are realities that nobody can deny. So our people have to sit and think about it, understand it, and get the book on the meditation. Don't ask questions that are beginners like that, means you didn't get the book and you're not a good student. Get the book, study the book. If you don't have money for a book, get it from the website. The website has all the sections on meditation and energy and practicing, and bring yourself up to speed to understand meditation, understand the connection, understand energy, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, how does the verse Kul lan yusiban saves us in the last days from Surah Tawbah?
Which one? Which verse?
Surah Tawbah verse 51, Kul lan yusiban illa ma kataballahu
Even
lana.
kataballahu lana mawlana alayhi tawakkal. For verily tell the believers to put their faith and trust in Allah. And this is ayat kareem is given to Sayyidina Mahdi salam, because so many horrific things begin to happen on this earth and people running, take their head cover off, shave their beard, run here, run there, run this, run that, thinking this will protect me, that will protect me, he will protect me, they will protect me. And Allah said, nothing will protect you but Allah. قُلْ لَنَا يُصِيبَنَا وَكَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَنَا. And we went over that verse and we gave the whole tafsir of that holy verse, and this all has to do with the love of Prophet and that the Sayyidina Muhammad is the refuge in which we are to seek. So if we don't know a'udhu billah, then you don't know any knowledge after that. That's also the sharia. So the people of the sharia, they don't know a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, and they write books on everything past Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So imagine that you don't know the secret of a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, but you wrote tafsirs of everything past Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Alif Lam Mim, everything you wrote, but you didn't know a'udhu billah. What's the basis of that knowledge now? Something completely different. But as soon as you understood a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem is what? I have to seek refuge, the only refuge from shaitan is Sayyidina Muhammad because he's the only servant of Allah that has the complete dress and satisfaction from Allah. And that if you're in the presence of Prophet then you will have a refuge and protection from shayateen. And then that's where all the awliya, that's where all the guidance is gathered under that umbrella of Prophet. So from what they will teach you, completely different ocean of reality. As soon as they say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, it's a complete different understanding. So all their ulum and knowledges like a rocket goes in a completely different direction, inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammadan Mustafa Bassir Surat al-Fatiha. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. InshaAllah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.